Do you know that there are about 2.5 million ants for every human on Earth? Just do not be deceived by their sizes. Ants can outnumber many animals much larger than themselves. Ants are highly organized, super strong, and can listen without ears. Their legendary chemical communication skills allow their colonies to function as superorganisms. Isn't that cool? But still, why are all other insects afraid of such a small species? What are the capabilities that these tiny creatures hold to make them afraid? What makes these ants seem so unique and formidable? In this video, we will dig deeper to find the mysteries and secrets about ants. There are about 12,000 varieties of ant species worldwide. Some estimates that their population is at about 20 quadrillion. In tropical forests, they may be up to half of all the insects living in the same locations. They are complex cooperative societies, which enable them to survive and thrive in conditions that would normally challenge any individual. That is why ants are one of the most popular insects in the world. A single ant can carry 50 times its own body weight, and they'll even work together to move bigger objects as a group. According to a new study, it's been revealed that elephants are scared of these tiny insects. Some researchers from the University of Florida, while examining the ecosystem in the East African savanna, discovered this surprising observation. They were doing their usual activities, and then they observed that a group of hungry elephants devoured most trees in the area, but kept their distance from one species. Their initial assumption was that the species of the tree could be the issue, but upon closer examination, they discovered that the armies of ants on the tree are the villains. Still in doubt, several different experiments were conducted to check why the elephants kept their distance. After that, it is found out that it was certainly the ants. When feeding from these trees, the angered ants can crawl up into elephant trunks. Being tender and full of nerve endings and also highly sensitive, thousands of biting ants swarming up into it will certainly make the elephants dance, oh la la la. Even the lions ain't safe either. Lions, considered as one of the most dangerous animals on the planet, are still no match for these tiny creatures. Safari ants, being the tiniest animal, can cause any mammal, however large, to move away from where it was because of its bites. Lions are especially scared of these ants known as the African driver ants. Animal hunters in Africa have told tales of the strange phenomenon where herds of elephants and even lions flee away from these ants. These ants can hack and dice their prey with remarkable speed. Their power rests in their alliance. As they move in swarms, they are more than capable of inflicting fatal bites on lions and causing serious discomfort for them. Lions always avoid these ants like the plague. Army ants, also known as nomads, are another species worth mentioning. They are notorious for the destruction of any plant and animal life in their path. The red imported fire ant, mostly seen in Alabama from South America, can inflict painful stings. There's also the invasive tawny crazy ant, also known as the hairy crazy ant. This ant species is extremely difficult to control. It is considered to be a major pest and threat to native species, animals, and ecosystems. Another ant species is the Argentine ants. Argentine ants are one of the world's most problematic ant species. They are aggressive and territorial, and known to be one of the world's top 10 invasive species. Even though they are not poisonous, their bite is no joke. Argentine ants are known to eat lizards and raid bird nests to devour eggs and newly hatched chicks. So what makes them the most powerful creatures? Their elbowed antennae and the distinct node-like structure that forms their tiny waist help them to identify other ants. They are typically black, brown, or red with segmented bodies, head, thorax, and abdomen connected by a narrow waist. They have two sets of jaws. The outer pair of jaws are used for carrying objects such as food or for digging, while the inner pair is used for chewing. Some species also have a powerful sting at the tip of the abdomen. Ants typically live in decaying plants, mounds of soil, and leaves. Ants form colonies of varying sizes, while some colonies may contain only a few dozen ants. These colonies are described as superorganisms. That is a term used to represent ants, often because they operate as a unified entity, jointly working together to support the colony. They have colonized nearly every landmass on Earth, leaving only very few places. Some ant species live in the nests of other species as parasites. This is because they can take over homes too. When it comes to communication, they have no mouths or ears. They communicate with each other using pheromones as sounds and touch. Some of the ants also don't have eyes. Most ants live on the ground, and they therefore use the soil surface to leave pheromone trails that may be followed by other ants. Ants use these pheromones for more than just making trails. Ants emit a different pheromone similar to an alarm that sends nearby ants into an attack or defensive mode. This even attracts ants from farther away, and any animal in their way pays for it. Ants attack and defend themselves by biting, often injecting or spraying chemicals. Bullet ants, also known as paraphanera, that can be found in Central and South America, are considered to have the most painful sting of any insect. However, the sting of jack jumper ants can be so fatal to humans that an anti-venom had to be developed for it. A bite from a jack jumper can make yourself in the ER. Ants as little can carry objects 100 times their own body weight in their jaws. Some reports from Arizona State University have shown that due to their small size, ants' muscles have a greater cross-sectional area relative to their body size when compared to larger animals. In conclusion, ants are the most powerful insect in the whole world. If they want to, they can even kill a species by their bites that can sting and then make the creature die. Even the most dangerous and deadly animals are scared of these tiny creatures. And that wraps up today's content. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss out on our latest videos of natural and geographic content. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.